Hello, today on day 340 of the war we were going to tell you how in the Lugansk direction Ukraine-Russia is burying tanks in the ground, and also about the wallpaper under the Vuhledar on the Lugansk direction continues heavy battles of the Kremlin to hold back the advance of the Russian armed forces side. Went there even paratroopers about it, said in his Telegram channel Secretary of the General Council of the United Russia Andrei Turchak. According to he said the Battle of Kremenna, this is one of the most difficult areas on the whole front. In other directions continues, usually it's a war of position. Opponents hit each other from at a distance, according to a Russian war correspondent who is covering the situation in this direction. Here even tanks are shooting at the enemy from closed positions, camouflaged hollows in the ground for heavy equipment so that the cannon is elevated minimal above the ground. You can say that this is the kind of sniper shooting that, hooked only by a well-trained crew on the front, bang the Russian troops and have been able to advance in the last 2 days to the north of the city in the direction of the village of Vanseti. Don't be surprised, the village was named after 2 American communists of Italian descent who were very popular in Soviet Union. The purpose of this offensive is not at all in the direction of Bakhmut, but rather to seize as much as possible space north of Bakhmut so that to attack it with a broad front already north, because in February it will be the 7th month of speech on this city. All this time the sky above Bakhmut is literally swarming with drones, the Ukrainian army, to qualitatively monitor the situation of the city in real time. We even had to create a situational awareness center. Awareness reaches every frame taken from any drone and the command even more quickly to make important defensive of the mountain permits. Recently this center was visited by journalists from Al Jazeera yesterday. Russian artillery struck in neighboring Kostiantynivka, killed 314 people were wounded at the front near Donetsk. The battle for of the small town of Shakhtarsky front approached it. Ukrainian troops planted here, even the HIMARS they cover the coming into the area of the battle Russian reinforcements. So for example 2 days ago they struck at the location of the Russian infantry itself. Lived a unit of Marine Corps of the Pacific Fleet, according to one of the Russian battalions, Alexander Tukovsky, to take the water, did not fail to take the water and started a fistfight with varying success, and it is still difficult to understand whose take it is difficult in some areas. Leasing forward us on other sections. Enemy artillery and tanks are working on both sides now. It seems has calmed down, but tomorrow it will start all over again. The colonel writes, during the shelling of the vocational school in Makiivka, 300 people were killed. More than 300 people were killed, the British Defence Ministry said. Ministry of Defence of the United Kingdom department stressed that we are talking about dead or missing and not wounded. Recall that the shelling in Makiivka occurred on New Year's Eve. The building was several hundred localized. Russian Ministry of Defense said that killed 89 people. By the way, we have Telegram channel where every day we publish several interesting materials from the world. Press text, come in and subscribe, link in the description, and more. Write in the comments to video how you like the channel.